What is up, guys? It's time for Dylan, back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. In today's video, what I want to talk about, of course, is the Bobcat 300 HNT miner. Give you guys the update on where the profitability is sitting after just about 13 days of straight mining. Well, some days we've been offline trying to sync up to the blockchain once again, and then some days we've been making good profit. But what I want to do first is I want to do a quick market overview, tell you guys what's happening with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then I want to jump right into my phone. I'll do screen recording and show you guys exactly on the Helium app what my earnings have been looking like, and maybe even go into a couple neighboring hotspots and show you guys what they're earning as well. So here we are, guys. We're at CoinMarketCap, and as you can see, the entire crypto market cap is down 0.65%, so it's about 0.5%. And it's finally sitting under that $1.3 trillion range, which it has been sitting in for the past month and a half. Not necessarily bad news, but not necessarily good news, especially when over the night, Bitcoin has dipped very close to the bottom of 30,000, almost into the $29,000 range, but it's rebounded 2 or 3 times. There's a lot of bullish sentiment with Bitcoin because although China has banned Bitcoin mining, the number of Bitcoin addresses that are accumulating Bitcoin and not selling has been rising every single day. The miners are holding onto their Bitcoin and they're not wanting to sell because they are bullish and they think the price is going to go up. There have been numerous different countries, organizations, and institutions that have been saying that they want to do something with Bitcoin, incorporating it into their financial system or something to that nature, something to that degree. But also, we also have been having bad news like this, which is in Malaysia, the government literally destroyed 1,000 Bitcoin PCs with a steamroller. And you guys can go to this site and watch this video. But yeah, it totaled somewhere around, let's see, $2.2 million worth of electricity was being stolen. But yeah, that's pretty crazy, especially since when you consider the world is in a microchip shortage. It's pretty crazy to see a government literally just smashing thousands of CPUs when we're in a shortage. But hey, whatever. Also, what happened over the last 24 hours is that Ethereum dipped under $2,000 for the first time in a while. I think 3 times during this bull market. I'm still considering it a bull market, even though we've had a big pullback. About 3 times Ethereum has tried to slip under this range, has slipped under, and then quickly rebounded back to the upside. But it looks like Ethereum is now staying under the $2,000 range, which might be good news since, we have the London hard fork coming out on August 4th, which is going to introduce EIP 1559, which is a huge update to Ethereum's main network, which basically will be introducing a native deflationary aspect with Ethereum's token supply. Because as you guys know, Ethereum is a no cap maximum supply of Ethereum tokens, which means there could be an unlimited amount of Ethereum tokens, which is exactly like the US dollar, technically speaking. You could have infinite dollars, just like the Fed right now keeps printing more of those dollars. It's creating inflation. It's the same concept with Ethereum. Right now, there's no maximum supply, which is pretty crazy. But what they're going to be adding is this new feature where miners, that right now are supporting the network, and for their support, every transaction fee gets paid to that miner as a reward for upholding the network and validating a transaction on the blockchain. What's going to happen is a portion of that reward is going to be burned, eliminated from the system completely, which will basically create a supply shortage for Ethereum tokens. What is that going to do? It's going to make supply go down and demand go up, which is going to increase the price. So that's the general thought, at least, is that the price of Ethereum is going to go up, but we still have to wait. I saw this very interesting article, and I thought I would share it with you guys. It says Ethereum could settle $8 trillion in transactions this year. Isn't that crazy? $8 trillion. We're just a fraction away from hitting the amount of transactions used in dollars in the United States. So that's pretty crazy to think about. What's behind the surge? You guys should read this article. It's super interesting and it's short. I'll make sure to link this in the description so you guys can see. But in other news, other than the big two, if you scroll down, you'll see most projects are down on the 2-week time frame. But like I say, really doesn't even matter because we're here long term. So looking at this every 2 weeks, you kind of shouldn't even bother, because if you're here long term, why even stress yourself out? Just put it in there and forget it. But I saw this interesting news, and this is just another reason why people should get Ledger, Nanos, or some type of cold storage device to hold your crypto offline. And I actually, truth be told, I don't have anything like this, even though I really should get something, because this is the reason why. Right here, blockchain protocol Thorchain loses 4K Ether in an attack. So somebody hacked one of these exchanges, and this is really the only downside you have with crypto right now. The only real downside is that if somebody hacks one of these exchanges and your crypto is on that exchange, they could potentially get the private keys to your crypto. And as you know, as the saying goes, not your keys, not your cheese. All right? If you don't have the private keys, or if you can't have the exchange access your private keys on your behalf to process a transaction on the blockchain, then guess what? It's not your crypto. You got jacked, straight up. So storing your crypto on an exchange like this, right? Or not, and I understand maybe with this case, you know, people are doing this, they're staking, or they're doing some type of yield farming or something like that, where they're actually introducing their Ether crypto into the system for a reward. They're letting you hold it for a reward. Well, in that case, there's really nothing you could do. But if you're just holding like Ethereum or Bitcoin or something like that, you should really get a cold storage device to put it offline. Basically what that does is it stores your private keys offline. So your private keys are no longer in the system on the internet. And there is no way to access that unless you grant the access from the device yourself. So it's really cool. You should think about it, because as you see, there was a hack and all kinds of stuff got jacked. So it really sucks. Really sucks. And yeah, this was the last article I saw, just because I kind of wanted to talk about none other than Helium today. Because where is Helium? Let's find it. Boom. Helium sitting at 71. It's actually down 15.71% on the week. It's terrible. Actually plummeting under the $1 billion market cap. You know, it sucks. Yeah, down 5.36% today. But what can you do? What can you do? We're here long term. So don't even, you know, get upset. But of course, it does suck to see. Gotta admit. Especially when we saw an all-time high. It's not showing it accurately on here, but I saw the all-time high of $23 on other exchanges. So that's pretty crazy to think about. You know, we're down over 60% now at this point. But this was a pretty interesting article, just talking about how awesome it is that a bunch of people in Australia have joined the Helium network. And you know, it just gives you a little story about this guy that bought a miner, and now he's supporting the network and he's making Helium. I just think it's super cool, because Helium is such a great idea, right? Over the long run, Helium will eventually have hundreds of thousands of these miners all across the world, literally. We've seen the number of hotspots go from 1,000 to 7,000 in a 6-month period when the price was, or when the project was first introduced, and then go from 7 to 87,000 in that same time frame. So, and the amount is continuing to increase because of the number of sales that are reported by these particular companies that are creating the certified hotspots. So what I want to do now is I want to jump right into my phone, show you guys the profitability for the last 24 hours so you guys can see exactly what to expect. If you guys are waiting on your Bobcat miners or any other miners, you guys would be able to see exactly what your profitability would look like in a similar situation to me. So here we go. We're going into the app. I'm going to use my thumbprint, and boom, we are in the app. And as you can see, in the last 24 hours, I've earned 0.6 helium. 0.6 helium in the last 24 hours. So, and keep in mind, my hotspot has been unsyncing and resyncing to the blockchain just about every other day, which totally sucks, but whatever. It's okay. I'm still earning crypto. So it could be better, it could be worse though. because as you will see, I'm going to actually show you guys on my map. We could go to the hotspots that are nearby me, and you will see that most of them are earning like 0.1, you know. So I consider myself lucky for getting 0.6. And on some days that this is actually totally synced to the blockchain, it has earned like $11. So 0.9, 0.1, just depends. So it's pretty cool. I'm happy with 0.6. I'll take it. And hopefully it continues to earn more today. So if we go over here to my wallet, you'll see that I have 3.725 helium, which is $39.29. And that's just, if we go into my earnings and go all the way back, that's just in the last 13 days. So I've had this thing for 18 days, right? I got it 18 days ago, set it up. It took about 5 days to sync to the blockchain, which totally sucks, right? 5 whole days, especially after waiting like 2.5 months for this thing to show up. But whatever, it's finally synced up and it's earning today. So I'm happy about that. But as you can see, you know, I'll just slowly scroll down so you guys can actually see what the earnings look like for the past 13 days. And keep in mind that the price of helium has now gone down, I don't know, 20% or so. So the price was at about $13 and right now it's at $10.50. So these earnings would even be a little bit more if the price were up, but it's still $39. If I were to liquidate right now, I would have $39. So that's, I don't know, what is that? Just about 9% of my initial investment into this just in the past 13 days. And it's probably used about $1 worth of electricity. So we're on our way to our return on our investment. So I'm pretty happy about that. But now what I want to do is I actually want to show you guys the hotspots in my direct vicinity, show you what they're earning. And who knows, maybe we'll see some that are earning a lot of money. So let's go into mine. You know, this one's mine right here. Clumsy Juniper Capybara. If we go to the one right next to us, a nice brown Wolverine. Dang, this guy has earned so much, man. Kind of jealous. The last 24 hours, the guy right next to me has earned 3.42 helium. Lucky dog. That's what? 30, 40 bucks? Just about 40 bucks? Dang, and in the last 30 days, 45 helium. That's $450. So that's in 30 days, this guy pretty much made his money back. So that's pretty crazy. And then this other guy right next to me has earned 17 helium in the last 30 days. In the last 24 hours, that's pretty good. 3.06. Wow. So hopefully I'll have a day like that coming up pretty soon. See, this guy over here hasn't really earned anything. 1.9 in the last 30 days. So yeah, you know, it just kind of depends. As you can see where I'm located, right, there's 2 heliums that are direct neighbors to me. And then we got a couple in the vicinity. But for the most part, when I get my rewards, let's see if I can figure this out. I think there's a place where I can go to see my witnesses. Yeah, here we go, witnesses. Let's see mine. I think I only have 2 witnesses right now. Yeah, see? Nice brown Wolverine, which is this guy, and then this guy, Brisk Honey Orca. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about today. Just wanted to give you guys a quick overview on the market, show you guys my profitability for the last 24 hours with my hotspot miner. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. It really helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Thanks. Dylan is out.